this one.
In January 1972, I put a little blurb in the Waterdown Review, and I asked, are you interested in meeting new people and having fun and in being creative? And if you are, you want to join a little theater group, give me a call. And so the phone calls started coming in, and we called our first meeting. And that was the beginning of a life-changing experience.
There was Jan and Gord who'd invited us to come. I remember Don Thorne and Rob Stupple, and I remember taking parts and reading bits and pieces of Under Milkwood.
There were only about a half dozen of us together, and I think the one thing that, except for Jan, that most of us shared in common was virtual inexperience.
We started doing play readings, and we would still be there doing play readings if Mike and Lisby hadn't showed up, because Mike was the first one to offer to direct a play. None of us knew how to do that, so that was how it got over the edge and started.
I think no one else was volunteering. I thought we should really do something rather than just talk about it. And I found a play I liked, but the key ingredient was finding a play that I could cast. And I looked around, there was only about 7 of us, and there were 7 in the play, so they were pretty well automatically cast.
I came in out of university days and got asked if I'd come and join a group of people who wanted to start up a theater, and if I'd help on the technical side, design some lighting, help build a set, and during that period of time I got involved with the very first play.
The next criteria was finding a minimalist set, and this play had that, just a single cage, which was fairly easy to build, and we put it in the middle of the hall, so we didn't have any of the requirements. And that's how we got started, with a $100 grant from the city.
If you need to sharpen it, there's a sharpener.
Well, that's a good picture. Peter putting on his makeup. We'll put that on that's going on the internet.
I figured I'll shave on Sunday.
Just avoid the 4-3 entirely. Go the back roads.
No,
it takes twice as long, but
it's pretty bad.
It doesn't change very much.
Village Theatre has given me opportunities that I don't think any other theatre in this area would ever give. They've always done great plays, plays that nobody else would tackle.
We do lots of a bit unusual type of shows. Waterdown Village Theatre has never really looked at so-called box office hits only. I've taken chances, and that's why it has attracted us to come and work here.
I've been involved in Village Theatre for 3 years on the executive, and for countless years on stage and off as well. I was last seen in The Mousetrap, which was last November. I've also been in The Herbal Bed, and I also really enjoyed The Memory of Water.
Yeah, Village Theatre became known for doing something that other groups wouldn't do.
The kind of plays that they've presented have often been classical, difficult, alternate theatre plays. I think recently they've moved to a more populist style of theatre, and in some ways it's great because the audience is here for you, the theatre's full, and maybe it's a good idea to give people what they want to see.
I'm also pleased to have had my directorial debut here. We just did Babe the Sheep Pig last spring, and that was a fantastic learning experience.
Well, we were driving in our car one day and we passed the Village Theatre sign and we saw that
they had auditions for Babe the Sheep Pig, and we decided that it would be a good idea to try out the Village Theatre, because instead of having to drive far for theatre, it would be much nicer to stay close.
So lately we've been doing some very popular plays, currently Run for Your Wife, which has been fantastically successful, and these plays bring in big audiences.
Oh, I think I'll go call on this other Mr. Smith. Call on him? Instead of. Do you think you should? It's only in the next matter.
Ah, it's out of your jurisdiction, though.
It's a social call, Mr. Gardner.
They're washing them up so that you don't
Upstairs.
have to...
Yeah, they're in the kitchen.
Poison.
Normally
So that you don't have to swig poison at night.
That's nice. Well, I mean, good or bad.
Exits is this side of the stage and this side of the stage.
There's
hardly anything there now.
Never was much. He's such a harmless old prune normally.
Aren't you going to be late for work, sir?
Work? No, I'm one of the government's vital statistics. I'm temporarily unemployed.
I see.
Although I'm considering making it permanent.
Really?
Now the hours are good.
It is absolutely exhilarating to come in and watch the theatre group that we started so many years ago become fully, just really engage an audience and be absolutely marvellous and totally independent from the people who started it. It's like watching your kids grow up and move away.
It's been just a fantastic place to volunteer.
Producing, doing a box office, front of house, house manager and furnishings, props. I discovered the joy of collaboration when it works well, when you work well together with a good team. Very rewarding.
Because it was such an experimental laboratory for a lot of people, I realized I could, venture into puppets because my background is Czech Republic, and so we basically founded a puppet company.
I think Village Theatre plays a good role of bringing in young people.
Overall, my experience with Village Theatre was probably one of my favorite theatre experiences because of the really welcoming environment, which made me tons of friends that I still keep in touch with.
Well, I have many fond memories, not just of the production, but the friendships that were formed because of it. I still have, a number of really good friends to this day, starting all those years ago. And I'm really thankful for that.
I mean, some people here that I've known for 35 years, and you've become great friends. So there's nothing better, really. And you can meet your future spouses. I met my wife during theatre, and we're still married.
It's been a springboard for many people, and in the process it's given us all a really powerful way of connecting to our community.